All right, it's Nick Atkins, South China Morning Post, SCMP, on the ground in Bangkok, Thailand, with the situation, Martin Nguyen. Martin, good to see you again. How's everything going?
My guy, everything's all good. Camp went well, so we're here to do our job. Last minute replacement or not, we're here to do our job.
Bit of drama, like you said, last minute replacement. You found out 2 days before you're due to fly that you're no longer fighting Shamil Gosanov. You're going to fight Razhab Shaydullaev. Tell me how it was going. What was going through your head?
It was a bit devastating, I trained a good 12-week camp for Shamil, and for him to message me a week before, hopefully as a speedy recovery we can do it again down the track. But when he messaged me, I was like, where to from now? And then obviously one championship came through again, and they found a guy, on 6 days' notice, with everything to prove. So
yeah, you've been the victim, shall we say, of a few of these kind of last minute fights falling through. Was it just thinking, oh, not again, here we go, I've gone all the way you went to Florida again, right, to do this camp as well?
Yeah, so I went back to Florida. But definitely when Shamil pulled out, I was like, why me? Definitely why me? But man, it happens. Obviously it happens to me more often, but if it is what it is, we got to fight and we're here to do a job. So
what do you know about this guy? Because I don't think many people know too much about him, other than he's 6-0, undefeated. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting just a young bull to come out and try to prove a point. That's the main thing. You wouldn't take this fight on 6 days' notice of former 2 world champion if you didn't think that you would win. So he done the favor for one championship, took the fight on 6 days' notice. He's coming in with everything to prove that he can hang with the best, and he's made putting my 12-week camp to play and letting experience play the job.
Does part of you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this risk, anything could happen, or is that just part of your character? You take on anyone, anytime?
Look, it's just come to a point now, it's just, I trained hard for it. And I trained hard for a specific type of fighter. I feel like he is just a younger version of Shamil, and I wouldn't say as experienced, but he's a lot more explosive and a lot more dangerous than Shamil when it comes to the stand-up anyway.
Yeah, and Shamil, that was another scary guy you were looking to take on. You seem to just be up for taking whoever they throw at you. Is that just the mentality now? Do you feel, I've got nothing to lose, or do you feel you need a big win over a young contender to put your name back in the top?
It's just whoever they put in front of me, I just got to fight, man. But my team, Kilcliff FC, and the guys back at home, they got me ready for this fight. And whatever Shamil had produced, if we had fought, I was already ready for. So come Saturday morning, I'll be ready for everything that Razhab supplies. So.
I didn't get to speak to you after the last one. Elia Freeman, I was there, I saw it. Very impressive performance from him. Mm-hmm. How have you felt reflecting on that one? Do you feel you could have prepared better? Do you feel he was a better guy on the day? Yeah, what was your reaction?
Definitely put it down to my preparation. But I'm not taking anything away from Elia. He was sharp on the night. He showed up and he got the job done.
Yeah, is that one you'd like to maybe try and get back if you win this fight? Are you expecting to meet him again if you're going back for the title?
Possibly. I feel that him and Tan Lee are going to fight sometime down the track, and the winner of that will get a shot at Tang Kai. For me, Shamil, or anyone else in the rankings, we'd need to produce one devastating win or 2 back-to-back wins to get even a shot at Tang Kai. So first things first is just getting past my first opponent, which is Razhab.
Well, I hate to ask you the next question then. What about Gary Tate? He was here last month in Bangkok. Impressive win against Misha Tate's husband, Johnny Nunes, or partner. I'm not sure if they're married, sorry. But he was calling you out. He said, I think Martin's a great matchup for me.
Definitely. I feel like I'm a more dangerous fighter for Gary though. But, if one championship want to do that, then let's do it.
It's a nice little mix now in this featherweight division. I'm really enjoying this. It seems like anyone can beat anyone on the day in that top 5, and some big new people coming into the division. Yeah,
I mean, it sucks for the champion. He's got to stay inactive and just train. And everyone from number 1 all the way down to number 5 are fighting for that title shot. So I feel anyone can fight for that title. It's just a matter of stringing some good wins together.
Yeah, and there was one guy I think you'd be happy they didn't match you up with on last minute. who lives here, Shannon Wirchai. I know you guys are friends, and he tells me, he doesn't want to fight you just because you like each other so much.
Yeah, man, I respect Shannon, and I've been following him since I started in one championship. So, look, I don't want to fight Shannon. He's a great guy, but I mean, if push comes to shove and we have to, then we have to. But I'm sure if we can avoid that track, then we would.
Yeah, and Ong La's over there. He's got a mission, I know, to bring that belt back to Florida this year or next year, whenever it may be. Is that what your mission is?
My mission is to win my next fight. That's it. Yeah, Ung's got a big mission ahead of him, and a great fight ahead of him. So I'm sure his mission is to take out the next guy, and then if they offer that title fight, then 100% he'll take it with both hands and regain it. So.
All right. Well, what's going to happen then Saturday?
Saturday night, all I have to do is touch this guy. If not, then I'll make him fight a fight where he'll hate fighting in general.
Okay, sounds good. Ong La, how's he going to do?
He's going to
Get the W for sure.
Anyway, anyhow.
Well, you two are a good combination. He's always kind of a lucky charm, isn't he? I know from back in the day.
Definitely. It's good. It's always good vibes having my brother Ung around. So we're here to party, man.
And he's going to fight in May, Denver, Colorado, against Fan Rong. Are you going to be there to support him?
Definitely. I'm definitely going to be there. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to see if I die over there with the elevation as well, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we just talked about that yesterday. Do you think people are going to be prepared for that?
I think everyone, now that we've got an actual fight, a lot of the fighters will be much more aware of that, and they'll prepare well.
You want to sneak on that card if you get a win here?
I feel like they've kind of already filled it all up, but if they want to put me and Gary on it, providing I come out of this victorious, then why not?
Al, I know you have trained with this guy before as well, and your friends. Alex Volkanovski over in Perth. Are you watching against Islam Makhachev? What did you think of that?
Definitely. I thought he won the fight, man. Like watching the fight in general, I thought to beat the champion, you got to take out the champion. But re-watching the fight, no sound, I felt like Alex had it done, and he won over by points, or 3 rounds to 2 at least. But I'm not mad that they gave it to Islam as well. So it'll be a good fight, the second fight, if that ever happens. But he performed well, and he put Australia on notice as well. So why not?
Some shenanigans with IVs as well. Does that ever happen in one? Have you ever heard of people using IVs or anything? I know it's a little different with hydration testing, but it seems a strange thing, right?
I feel like you don't need to do it.
No.
I mean, if it's there and you do it, I don't think it's illegal in one championship. But you're already hydrated, so why give yourself extra hydration? Your body's just gonna get rid of it anyway.
You had a slight trouble last time with the hydration. You came back to pass. Are you expecting no issues this time?
No issues, man. That was my laziness back then. Yeah.
It can be a little tough I speak to a lot of people saying sometimes it's just really hard to figure out 100% the science.
No, well, I mean, the scales were out. I could have done that little extra mile and just trained so I was a bit under the scale. But when I jumped on the gym scale, I was like, you know what, I'm on right now. So I don't need to put myself through any more hell cutting weight or whatever. So I just jumped off the treadmill and called it a day. And when I jumped on the official scales, I was quarter of a pound over. So that gave me a bit of a fright. But like any professional, you go back and you do it all over again.
All right, looking forward to seeing you back, Martin. Can't wait. Saturday, Fight Night 7 in Bangkok.
Thank you.